everybody, welcome to Kitchen Talk with Granna. I hope everybody's having a great day today. Thank you guys for coming into the kitchen, hanging out with me today. But before we get started our conversation, you guys know what the routine is. Go ahead, right on down there at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and take care of that thumbs up button. Go ahead and take care of that share button. Share my video with all your family and friends. And if you have not become a follower of Granna, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become one of my followers, okay? All right, so let's go ahead on and hop off into this conversation for today. All right, got a story I ran across on social media. It's a good story. It has a really good ending, beginning, you know, everything to it, okay? So this story is about this young man in Connecticut, Waterbury, Connecticut. This is a young teenager. He was walking down the street and he saw this car pass him. This car was, he was walking down the street when he saw something that made him stop. And it was a small SUV covered in flames. The car was on fire. And he could see a little girl through the window of the car, and his name is Justin Gavin. He's 18 years old, and he was on a walk. He was going to, I think, a Walgreens or something like that, and then he realized that this car was on fire. So the driver in the car, a young mother, she was blowing a horn, trying to get attention, trying to get someone attention and draw attention to her for help. And after he noticed what was going on and everything, he definitely, you know, he approached the car. The car was on fire, and he hold on, let me get this right, because he approached the car. The car was on fire. It was a young mother. She had 3 of her children in the car with her, and I think one of the children was a year old, somewhere around that age. So of course, Gavin, you know, he opened up the doors, trying to get the doors open, trying to rescue the mother and her children, and he was able to rescue them. It was like, say, a mother. She had a 4-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 1-year-old in the car with her. And the car was like fully engulfed in flames. It was like engulfed. So he was able to save them. He was able to, get them out of that burning car. And he said his instinct just took over. He don't even know what happened. It just took over. It just kicked in, and as he was pulling them out of the car and trying to get them to safety, he pulled the 3 children out of the back seat and got them to safety, and then got the mother out of the car and got her to safety. And once the police department arrived and everything, they extinguished the fire and all that. But if he had not had done what he did and been where he was just at the right place at the right time, then this young family, it's very possible that this young family would have lost their life, So, and he's just looking at it, well, he just did what he thought was right. Like I said, when he realized what was going on, he just jumped into action. And, he said he really didn't even think about that he could be putting himself into danger or any of that. He saw that child in the window, and he just knew he had to do something to try to save their life and to get them out of that car. And, and that's what he did. So, his instinct he said just took him to a whole different level and everything. So, they was, once the police and the fire department got there and they, checked out the family and everything, and no one was seriously injured or anything like that. And the mother, she just said that she's just so grateful that because she was trying to draw attention to her, and she knew she had her babies in the back seat, and she was trying to get some attention. She was just blowing the horn and blowing the horn, and she said she didn't realize he had noticed that she had gotten someone's attention, and he had approached the car. She didn't even realize that he was there and everything. So, you know, Justin, he definitely did save this family's life, and he definitely should have been recognized, because later on they did give him, they recognized him. The chief of police gave him an award, and, you know, recognized him for doing that, and they called him a hero. And he was saying, no, he wasn't a hero. He just reacted. He just did what he knew was the right thing to do. And they was asking him, you know, did he have anything to say about it? And he was just saying that he would hope that would be anything that anyone would do, that anyone that was there, you know, would have done the same thing to save this family's life and stuff. And then at the end of his conversation with the sheriff that was giving him this reward, he said that he just hoped that this is something that can also open up people's eyes, and not have people to judge a book by the cover. They asked him what did he mean by that, and he was saying that he's always been looked at, people has always judged him without getting to know him, and that, you know, he hoping just with this incident alone that people would not judge a book by the cover, and they would, you know, just do the right thing to people. You know, it doesn't matter if you know the person, if they're a stranger to you or any of that, just doing the right thing, you know. And he, like I say, he was just so humble about it, and you know, he didn't want to take on, you know, being a hero or anything like that. You know, he was just a really humble young man about it. And when I was looking at the pictures of that vehicle, it definitely was a blessing. It definitely was amazing for them to be rescued from that car, and them not, you know, have some serious burn injury and stuff like that, because that car is burnt to crushes. It was just burnt up and stuff. So, you know, kudos to this young man that didn't even think about his own safety or his own life to do that. You know, you got a lot of people that just don't jump in and do stuff like that, you know, for each other or for other people. So, you know, kudos to Justin, you know, for doing that. And I'm glad that the city did recognize him for doing that. And I know that young mother is very grateful for him saving her and her children and everything. So there is still some good people in this world. There are still people that care about other people and will, you know, do what they can to try to save someone that's in danger. You know, with these type of accidents or incidents that comes up. You know, this young man he said he started his day out. He wasn't thinking about anything like that. He was basically just walking to the store, and this happened. You know, he wasn't thinking about anything. He wasn't thinking about having to, you know, try to save someone's life or any of that, you know. So, you know, God put people in right places for the right thing, in right time and all that. A lot of times, you know, you get in a situation and you just in the right place at the right time, or you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And this is one of them times that this young man, Justin Gavin, was in the right place at the right time. He was there for a reason. You know, there was a reason why he went to the store at that particular time. He was walking that way. You know, it was all for the right reason. It was for him to save this young mother and her children's life. You know, so there are still some good people out there. And like I said, this is a young man. This young boy or man, he's like 18 years old. So this was really young, you know, for him to be thinking like that and doing what he did. So just wanted to throw a little good something out there, instead of always talking about, you know, negative stuff that's going on in this world, or it's always something that's got a bad outcome, or someone losing their life, and, you know, and all that. This was a really good outcome to this accident, this incident. You know, So I just wanted to talk about something good. There are some good people out there. You know, you can help people and not look for anything in return. You can, you know, if someone is in danger, you might be the person that can save them from that. You know, sometimes you have to look outside of yourself and you know, put away any type of selfishness or anything like that. And that's exactly what this young man did. He didn't think about himself. He didn't think about he could get hurt. All he was on his mind was to get those children out of that car and help that young mother, you know. So, you know, thank him for doing that. And I'm glad that the city of Connecticut acknowledged him and showed him that they appreciate him doing what he did and, you know, pulling those kids out and getting them to a safe place until the fire department got there to handle the situation from that point. So kudos to him. Kudos to him. You know, he seems like a really good young man, and I wish him nothing but the best. And I'm glad this family is safe. You know, she has her babies, and they're all safe and everything. So just remember, there are some good people out there, and God placed you in places that you may not even be thinking about anything going on, and He put you there for a reason. You know, everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that. I do believe that. And I say that all the time. And my daughter and I talk about that all the time. You know, things happen for a reason. You're not just happen to end up at this place just because. You're there for a reason. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to talk too much. I just wanted to throw something good out there for a minute. Give somebody something good to think, to smile about, and see that there are still good people in this world and everything. So I'm gonna get ready and get up out of here and let you guys go about your day. But before I go, just make sure you're still wearing your mask. Make sure you're still social distant, and you're doing everything you can to try to keep yourself from contacting the coronavirus, because it's still out there and people are still dying and losing their life from that, okay? Be kind to everybody you come in contact with, and just remember, God put you in places for a reason, okay? You guys have a great day, and I will catch you guys next time around.